Fulanis are rejoicing in Enugu State after the governor of Enugu, Governor Mba, appointed Fulani in his government. But the Igbos are against that appointment. The Igbos are crying foul. How can you leave our son and daughter who are jobless and be employing Fulani in your government? But then again, we've seen, for example, how even in Imo State, the youth are crying again. Our governor gave us, Obuzodima gave Muslims 2.1 billion to go to Mecca. Now, the Igbos are crying. What is the problem with our governors? How did we go from having great men like Dimoduwe Gojuku, Sir Michael Okpara, to this kind of a present governors in Igbo land? But if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, and drop your comment. Click the like button, like this video. Also share this video with others so that they can have more information of what's going on in Nigeria. Biafran evangelist, the governor of Enugu State, has appointed Fulani in his government. The Igbos are shouting and they're crying foul. What do you have to say about this?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember my humble self, Evangelist Benjamin Johnson, as a snatchy, one and the only Biafran evangelist that will continue to speak the truth. When I've been saying all these things concerning Pitamba, some people may take me or see me as an enemy of Pitamba. Not that I hate Pitamba, not that I'm an enemy to Pitamba. Pitamba have not done anything to me personally, but being an indigenous of Igbo, a Biafran citizen, you know, it pains me and it touches me, and I speak from my heart. The love that Mazen Namdekano has already placed on Igbos is the same love that I my very self placed on the Biafran. If you watch what is happening today, inviting Usman Abubakar, somebody, you know, from the lineage of the late Usman Danfodio, the Fulani man who brought the jihadists, you can see in the north today they are crying over the mistake that their fathers made by welcoming the Usman Danfodio. Is that same mistake that Pitamba has finally, you know, called to the office in his own tenure? I don't know what is wrong with the kind of leaders that you know, that are leading Igbos in the area of governance, because these governors have been saying this thing. There are Fulanis, and people are asking me, Biafra evangelists, why are you saying that they are Fulanis? You can see it now. This thing has never happened in the history of Igbo land, but it's not happening now under the watch of Fulani governor in person of Pitamba. You know, in Igbo land now, it means that among the women, among our boys, and among in Enugu as a whole, no competent hand, no competent brain, no one is capable to handle that office. Now Fulani person, a whole Usman from the lineage of Usman Danfodio. That is the person that they have given, Mba has given that kind of critical position in a whole Enugu State. You know, when I've been saying this thing that these people are using their offices to give the Fulanis the edge over the Igbos, to send their brothers out. You people don't believe me. You can see it now. Who is a prophet? Am I not a prophet? Is what I said not happening now? It has started in Enugu State. Now, I put it to you, that time shall come, if care is not taken, the way Fulanis take over, go to the north now, there is no Hausa governor in the whole north. Very soon, if care is not taken, in the whole Igbo land, Fulanis will take over Igbo. They have been fighting, looking for a means to conquer a part in Igbo, to conquer Igbo land, the way they have conquered other places in Nigeria. And the Igbos have been proving stubborn to them. Igbos have never, you know, surrendered or agree with them. And now, Mba is giving them the edge, is giving them the room. Then tell me they have to celebrate. Yeah, the Fulani have to celebrate because they believe it that their brother will not be in the office and allow them to be, you know, to be killed. And at the same time, even when they commit a crime, their brother will stand to speak for them, to defend them, because Fulani governor, being in person of Pitamba, you know, is a confused man. But I want to put this. Go to the north today. Do you see Igbo man? Or have you ever seen Igbo man being a senator in Kaduna? I want to ask, have you seen a Yoruba man being a senator in Kaduna or a special advisor to any governor?
But there's
In
an
the
allegation
north?
that Weta Sokocha built a mosque in Imo government house. Do you think that ever a time will come when Kano State there will be a church in Kano State or Katsina State government house?
That is the question. You are pointing to the same thing that where I am going to. I've never seen a Yoruba man, despite the fact that the Fulanis and Yorubas are the one that are exchanging power in Aso Rock. Yet, I've never seen a Yoruba man being a special advisor or deputy governor in the northern part of Nigeria under a northern government. Not to talk of Igbo man being the special advisor to their state government. Does it mean that they don't have anybody in that state? That is to tell you how foolishly Mba has performed, how woefully Mba has performed, how mentally, destructured, by Peter Mba, that man is having something upset. Something is, going wrong. He's upset here. He's having, some kind of, I don't know the language to qualify his mental, structure. He's mentally imbalanced. Let me use it like this. Mba is mentally imbalanced. That is why he appointed a full-blown Fulanist, a jihadist for that matter, into the office of special advisor. Igbos today should know this. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have said it. It is high time that all of you that are busy speaking against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, going against Amon Ekpan, we should come together. These people that did not think about us, these people that don't bother about us, these people that don't care about us, let's care for ourselves and let's stand and fight for ourselves. Let's support these people to achieve this dream, because Mba is a lost Igbo, Fulani that impose in our society. Then Okorocha you made mention of. Yes, Okorocha built a mosque in the government house, but Okorocha has never appointed a Fulani man in a critical position or in a very position that is very, very in a important position in Imo State.
I'm sorry to cut you short. What do you think is the reason why the Igbo governors are trying to please these northern people? Why do you think they are trying to please them?
Not that they are trying to please them, but they are trying to pay their dues that was agreed before becoming the governor. They reached an agreement. Like I said it before, why Hope Uzodinma is coming out today giving out 2.1 billion. Hope Uzodinma is paying back what he has collected from the Fulanis. And the Peter Mba is trying to compensate the Fulanis over what he has collected in the agreement he has signed with them that is not forthcoming. Are you getting the IDP camp? Hope Uzodinma signed it with the Fulanis, and they collected a very huge amount of money from them to build IDP camp. And as you can see today, IDP camp is nowhere to be found in Imo State. So when he said that he's using 2.1 billion, to give to the Fulanis going to the Mecca, it was not as a result of the Mecca issue, but as a result of the money for the IDP camp, he's indirectly paying it back to the Fulanis because he knows what is at stake. Because after a while, the Fulanis may likely come after him, if not being exposed before that time.
Many people are saying that the Igbo governors or they should politicians, they should learn from good luck Ebele Jonathan, the former president of Nigeria, who found a way to beat Almajiri schools in the north, but still yet the north voted against him and voted for their brother. That you cannot please these people, they will always find a way to vote for their brothers. What do you have to say about that?
A pig is always a pig, and a pig can never turn out to become a sheep. With what has happened to Jonathan, these governors, have refused to learn. And since they have refused to learn, time is coming when they will learn it in a hard way. They will learn it in a difficult way. They will learn it in a unbalanced way. Because what they are doing now, they believe they are in power, it's not giving us joy. We are not happy about it. Like I said, a dog remains a dog. There is nothing you can do to a Fulani man to please a Fulani man. So why can't you allow the Fulani to remain in their Fulanization mentality and remain where they are? All the things that Jonathan did for them, the same set of people group themselves and campaign against Jonathan. The same set of people mobilize themselves and they make sure that they destabilize Jonathan government and they criticize Jonathan government and they make Jonathan government ungovernable. And at the end of the day, they gather together to give their brother their vote, and they turn their back in 100-fold, in 1,000,000-fold against Goodluck Jonathan. You understand? So, but I see that we have foolish governments. I have something to tell you. If Muhammadu Buhari today could deny or be the one holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, what do you expect from the DSS? If the kidnapper can deny of not being the one that kidnapped, then what do you expect the subordinates to say? Everybody on the run. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a terror on their neck. It's a lynch that have hold them on the process. Do you know that all of them are running away? I'm looking for Sidious Musa now. Sidious Musa is no longer commenting. Is no longer appearing in Al Jazeera. Is no longer appearing at Rise TV. Is no longer appearing in TVC. Sidious Musa, how far? How market? The DSS are running now. Muhammadu Buhari is running now. Everybody on the run. Nigeria is on the run. Is it Tinubu that now kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So you are now a kidnapper. That is what DSS is trying to say. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have become a kidnapper, the one that kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And that is what Muhammadu Buhari is indirectly saying. Oh, wonderful. Glory be to Jesus Christ, because it's becoming so fun and it's becoming so excitement, you know, making things to happen. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have conquered them before. Back in the years before now, 2015 in Enugu, Federal High Court, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu conquered Nigeria under the watch of Buhari. In Abia State, Federal High Court, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu conquered Buhari. And the Buhari look at it in the Federal Court, Abuja, under the Court of Appeal. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu defeated Buhari again. Then under the watch of Tinubu, Tinubu decided to appeal. Now, Tinubu is now under tension.
But the other youths have given a reason why some of them don't want them, or major say they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. The other youths are saying that it is because Nnamdi Kanu made an allegation that their father, Buhari, is dead. That Fulani are planning to conquer Nigeria.
Is Buhari not dead?
That is why they said that Nnamdi Kanu should not be released.
Is Buhari not dead? Buhari is completely dead. Dead and dusted. Ask Mr. President. Original Muhammadu Buhari is dead. Is no more. I confidently repeat it.
Are there two Muhammadu, but there's only one person alive?
They have more than one Buhari in Nigeria. Because anything that is not possible in other countries is possible in Nigeria. Don't you hear when Buhari wife will say that this is not my husband? You don't forget. One may say Buhari wife will run away to Dubai for over how many years now? He has never returned. She has never returned.
No, even Buhari has left Nigeria. Buhari is now in is he in UK? He has left Nigeria.
The current man you call Buhari now is now on the run. But we are talking about the original Buhari that we know, that is a full Nigerian we know, that is a compound soldier. He was a compound soldier. Buhari, the late Nigerian Buhari, was a compound soldier. Yes, under the British.
Now they also say that Nnamdi Kanu exposed the plans of the Fulani to overtake Nigeria. That's why they cannot forgive him.
Of course, we don't even need their forgiveness. Are they God? Who are they? Yes. Do you know where we read it this morning? The Bible said, it has not come for the eyes have not seen. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 from verse 9. It said, eyes, it is written that eyes have not seen. Neither ear hear, nor has he come to the heart of men what the Lord has for his people. that love him. And at the same time, the Bible said, further ahead and said something. Do you know what he said? He said to you and I, that it is the Spirit of the Lord that reveals. So it is the Spirit of God that is in you. We communicate with God to reveal the secret of your enemies. Because Mazen now they cannot have the Spirit of God in him. Jehovah Chukwu Kitabiama now reveal the plans of the Fulanis unto him. And him now reveal it to the people of Nigeria. Expose the secret of the Fulanis. So we are not begging them. We don't even need their forgiveness. To hell with them with their forgiveness. Who are they? Who are they? In their generation, even the generations to come, they cannot have somebody like a half of Mazen Namdekano. I'm not talking of the full Mazen Namdekano. Who is Fulani? Who is Fulani? They think it's to carry car and go to the bush. That matter. Baba go school.
But many Igbo governors that allege that many of them are not really working for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Talking about the southeastern governors of Nigeria. What do you think may be the reason?
Yeah, the reason is this. I will go straight and tell you. The reason is there are governors, but because of their way of life, they don't have respect and they don't command respect in the citizens that they are imposed to rule. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, a man that have never occupied any position in Nigeria, not even a local government chairman, whenever he speaks, the Biafrans listen to him. So he command more than the governors. You see why the governors are scared. You see why the governor doesn't want his release. Because they themselves are not happy. Because they believe that they being the governor are supposed to be the one to be controlling, commanded in that kind of large number. Not somebody like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
What do you think that the governors can do, the Igbo governors can do, so that they can have the thoughts of their people and be commanding them?
If for the governors, any governors in the southeast now want to command, I will give you an example by your colleagues. Somebody like Alex Oti. Alex Oti commands. Go to Abia State, when he speaks, even the newborn baby respects him.
So I people like Opus Odima, Mbanwofiu and Chukuma Soludo, now the governor of Anambra State.
Those ones are Fulani government, Fulani leaders, Fulani agents, Fulani Janjawu, Fulani Zoo men. They are the people, and that is why we don't pay attention to what they say to them. We don't regard them, we don't value them, and we don't need them. You can see the way they are living their life. You can see the way they are treating the people they are supposed to protect. The people that are supposed to protect their family and their lives and their property. You see the way they allow Fulanis, giving Fulanis go ahead to go and vandalize their life, their farms, and their homes. Will Mazen Nnamdi Kanu be alive, be in position, allow his own people to suffer that under his watch? No. Look at Alex Oti. Can Alex Oti allow a total stranger like Fulani? And thanks, to the governor himself. Kudos to him. He have tried. The chiefs, the kings in Benue State. Yes, kudos to you people for this, a brave marching winning. That you people have marched the mighty Allah and the winning and the defeat that you are giving to them. I am happy. These are one of the things that I've been asking. When I traveled, which I traveled in the month of February 15th. I traveled, which I spent almost 1 month. I discovered something, and I asked, what happened? That I don't see nothing like Fulani again in my place. Nothing like Fulani, nothing like
here is your village.
In Appoints State, in my own very place. When I discovered that, and I began to ask, I asked question. It was just common brain that my people, the elders, use, to chase away these people. Do you know the policy? The simple policy ideology that if you are not an indigenous of this place, you will not be allowed to run any business. Are you getting it? If you like, come from Anambra. If you know that kind of strategy, that was how they used to push away the Fulanis.
But should Imo governor and Enugu, we saw how 22 human beings have been killed in Enugu by the S-men. Should the Enugu governor should he copy the Benue State government?
Of course he should. Of course he should. A good thing need to be copied. A good thing need to be learned. A good thing need to, embrace.